one of them too long, listen. But see, he did it all wrong.
He could manipulate molecular structure to allow people to survive on Mars. Could do that.
Hey,
Probably
go back to Earth.
back to Russia. Probably better to just terraform, really. It's not like there's too many animals you're going to upset doing that. Well, I'm sure, well, there's these sea creatures, but beyond them.
The sad thing is, Mars think he's a god. Yeah, they worship the old man. Built him a shrine in the bathroom.
Christ. The Marauders worship K-Pack. Bizarre.
I need to get a cup holder. Yeah, come on, make it louder.
Still more to that bridge I could take out, but I just can't get a good shot. Oh, fuck it.
Enjoying the scenery, cupcake?
Wanted to give the gun a go, but no. Just not cooperating. Piss off. Ow. We going back to base yet? No, of course not. I also do like how they have the reinforced bridges there that I can't go up. Also, the worst blockade ever. Yes. Welcome to EOS! The home of the reinforced bridge and the worst blockades of all time. There's no bonus for me to get into 100 million damage, but I kind of want to, just to say I did. Take a pop shot in here. I wasn't actually expecting us to go in here.
Ooh, that rattled their cage.
Nice. Okay. Mate, drive a bit faster. Bloody hard to actually hit these guys. Beautiful. At least we don't need a single shot to kill them. I just wonder how the fuck are we still going? His vehicle doesn't exactly have much protection. Game mechanics. Voodoo narrative dissonance.
That's why the Marauders are all screwed in the head. Yeah, they missed the whole damn point of evolution. You got to evolve.
I'm not sure what his point there about the Marauders missing point of evolution. You got to evolve. Does he mean that you shouldn't mess with DNA? You should evolve that way or nothing else, or what? I've no idea. And you know, I've actually managed never to kill any colonists during this. They've been smart enough to stay out of my way.
Go put this rig back together.
It's smart enough to stay out of my way. Here, take this with you. You might need it. Ah, ass. Okay. Got plenty of money now, but stuff still costs a bit.
See what a little salvage can do for you? Hope this helps.
The Stonebreaker is apparently new. Yeah, I don't think so.
Red faction guerrillas attacked an economic summit in the East today, killing two of the planet's largest corporations. The victims had gathered to discuss relief funding for those left homeless by the recent fighting. As a result,
It's got a different head.
the colonists is certain to be
Oops.
delayed.
It's got a different kind of head. Huh.
Have captured the creature. The individual was male, approximately 20 years old.
It just seemed to almost have an AoE for a moment there. But it was probably just a chain reaction or something. But, let us continue. I suppose I have to kind of do this, don't I? Well, I don't, but I feel wrong in not doing it.
General Ross sent to the Memorial Service this morning for those who died during the recent attack in Hughes. The General has assured the victims' families that justice will be dealt to those responsible. The corporations involved...
The drones found out who leaked us the location for that economic summit. They're holding them at the Olympus Mons apartment complex. You've gotta get them out.
That still stands? Or I thought I destroyed it.
Who would have thought this was possible?
You know, and I thought I destroyed that place. So yeah. But anyway, what my mind keeps going back to, how often EDF found their above base buildings? Like Ultor was able to find the you know, Red Faction's subterranean bases. How the fuck hasn't the EDF found their above ground bases? Like the Red Faction's bases were like deep underground, like you know, through a nest of tunnels and shite. How the fuck hasn't the EDF found this? It's bizarre. Like all these safe houses aren't really that safe. I love how they do this, you know, the speed limit thing there, but you don't actually need to obey it. There was actually in Mafia 1, I don't know about any other games, but you have actually a button you can press and it will lock you to the speed limit, so you don't actually go over it. It was actually really damn nice. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Shortcut. Wished. Trying to be stealthy. There we go. Jetpack. I love this thing. Let's grab this. Missile. Nice, nice. So wing, beautiful. Nice. I didn't even think I hit one of those guys. And you're dead, but you're a civvy, and not by me. I hope.
Give me a second to untie you.
Come on, safe house, let's go!
Okay. And this is just so as cluster them spawn in, because of course they did. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Okay, this way. Nice. Where the fuck is my vehicle? I don't remember where I put it. Oh yes, it's over this way. It's over this way. Because I jetpacked, I got confused. Because I didn't remember walking this way. Come on, come on. I am glad I picked this shortcut.
Let's go!
Ow! Fuck, they don't want this guy escaping. They're bringing in... Fuck. Bringing in all fucks of things. That is now a phrase. All fucks of things. I really should play more games with driving in it. I'm not the best at it, but it can lead to some comical, poor driving. And, you know, it could lead to some comedy. But, yeah. I was talking before in my Series Sam playthrough that, you know, I'm not sure I'll play the, you know, Mass Effect games. And I was talking about it in my Darksiders thing. Been hearing bad things about well, basically there's idiots at BioWare kind of thing, and it kind of turned me off it a little, just thinking that, you know, the entire time I'm trying to enjoy the game, just constantly in the back of my head will be whatever garbage, you know, was being spouted by the idiot. I've seen some screenshots of Mass Effect 1. I've been thinking about some things. You know, I'm going to actually give it a try. I have Mass Effect 2 for free. I will see about getting Mass Effect 1 and 3. Andromeda will be waited for a bit. And yeah. Actually, Mass Effect Andromeda was a right mess. One woman claimed to be the head animator for a thing, but it turned out people are claiming now that she actually straight out lied about her job. People are saying that there was a reason for this, and they're going into a conspiracy. It might be true, it might not be true. I have no idea, but the idea was basically that EA took inspiration from people like Anita and whatnot, and used, you know, put up, here's an attractive woman. Well, the emphasis on woman, but here's a woman. She did this shit work. Anyone who criticizes it is a misogynist. So everyone apparently softballed to the game, even though it was riddled with bugs, riddled with poor animation when they're critiquing it. Apparently, they fixed a lot of it up now. It was utterly, it was rather poor from what I'm hearing, and people softballed it from what I'm hearing. If all that's what I'm hearing is true, and I hear plenty of things, that I gotta give it to the, and you know, all the conspiracy is true. That I gotta give it to them. It's a good idea. It's insidious. It's a shit thing to pull, but you know, I gotta applaud the thinking. You know, I gotta applaud their. Like, I mightn't agree with it, but I gotta applaud it, kind of thing. You know. And over here, probably have come this way, but I don't remember. Like, sometimes you can go down a road always one way, going it the other way just looks so different. No, I don't think I've ever been this way. I don't see any green flashing on my map. I would have. But anyway, that was just one thing I heard. No idea if it's true. So, again, like I said, it was a conspiracy. Well, maybe conspiracy is a strong word, but yes, it was. Oh, really? This is the Free Fire Zone. There was a way into the Free Fire Zone via this basin. Huh. Who would have thunk it? Let's go to the other side of this basin. I remember before when I was doing it, that bridge got taken out. Brilliant, got boat of the ore. Okay, let's get out. Where's this? Beautiful. But yeah, hopefully I made sense there. Like I said, I don't know if it's true, but the and certainly I don't approve of that move. If a thing's, you know, if thing ain't great, it ain't great, and that's all that matters. And you know, it should stand and fall on its own things, basically. You shouldn't be running to hide behind some, you know, like some fact someone's got tits and vagina. But you know, I gotta applaud the dastardliness, if that is indeed was their plan. If it wasn't, then it wasn't. Again, like I said, I don't know, but I gotta applaud it because it is it's only creative thinking. There's another game coming out soon. I'll probably give it a go at some stage. Elex. It seems interesting, but the footage they've shown of it isn't really reassuring. It's going to be a RPG, a sci-fi RPG with magic in it. Basically, it was a very advanced civilization, and it gets a meteor crashes, providing a material that grants magic, but makes you into an on-feeling beastie. Well, maybe not beastie, but it turns you completely on-feeling as the trade-off. And let me just grab this.
Never should have signed on for the Mars detail, but someone has to put these miners in their place. Mars belongs to Earth. It's not theirs for the taking.
Oh, fuck yourself. What was he saying? Oh yes, Elex. Yes, material like in a meteor crash lands, wrecks tons of shit, and it grants people magic, but strips them of their emotion. And depending on how you view it, a lot of their, because by having their emotions stripped from them, if you want to get colorful and fancy, like humanity. Just because, in typical and fancy, when someone's had their emotions stripped of them, they're cold, uncaring, they care not if someone is slaughtered in front of them. They turn into monsters. Or dick bags. But anyway, the reason I'm concerned about it is they showed footage of ranged combat and melee combat. Then they showed a few different showcases of it. But in most showcases of ranged combat, ranged came out on top. The showcases of melee combat, melee came out on bottom. Meaning, they'll go up in a fight, and the enemy's running at them, bang, pang, pang, enemy's dead, and they get hit off. Or enemy gets hits off, but it ultimately doesn't matter. You get staggered and knocked back, keep firing, staggered, knocked back, keep firing. And when you're staggered, knocked back, you obviously stop firing. That happens, but the thing is, with melee combat, when you get staggered, knocked back, your attack interrupted, or you hear a sound that makes me think the attack was blocked because the enemy hit you at the same time, or maybe it's a parry thing, whatever. But you just keep seeing the guy getting hit in melee and being utterly disadvantaged in melee combat, and it doesn't end up making the game look like it wants you to be a ranger and punishes you if you don't. Of course, maybe that was just simply poor gameplay. Maybe it has to be properly balanced. I don't know. But that's simply the gameplay footage they showed of. They were showing off new area gameplay footage they showed, and it wasn't reassuring. I'll certainly be giving the game a go at a stage, but if you're going to have a style of play in the game, you may as well have it. You should have it viable, because as it stands, that doesn't really look viable. If you're trying to do if you're trying to, melee a group of enemies, it just gets you staggered or knocked back. Doesn't always happen, but it can happen. And at one stage, the guy dodge rolls away from an enemy who was trying to hit them, so the enemy charged further and hit them still, then hit them again, all before they could react. Certainly, maybe they're all, not being, they weren't keeping their hands on the controls ready to. They weren't pro gamers, keep up their APM. Maybe that was the case. Maybe they could have reacted and done something. But from what I saw, I can only assume that that wasn't the case. They were just stun locked.
There's still some time to cut the convoy off.
Wished. So yeah, basically the game seems interesting. It seems a good concept. I'm excited for it. But the footage has made me a little nervous. People in the comments were saying that's the same for all their previous games. They did Gothic and something else. Oh Christ. They did Gothic and something else. Gothic series and something else. And I have no idea what they're like, but apparently they were the same way. 1 second. I just worried I spilled cola on that one. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. But yeah, it seems like an interesting game, but it seems a bit flawed, and I'm hoping it was just a poor showcase.
Sam, I just picked up a signal off this vehicle.
Whoa!
Excellent. Bring it over to this location.
I will once gravity starts cooperating. Christ! Christ! Christ, gravity! Or velocity. Slow down. Also, I'm just looking at the the mirrors on that car, and it just looks like I got, the robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey stuck in it.